Buongiorno, everybody. Good day. First off, I just want to say how happy I am here to be here. How proud I am to be here, to be a part of this, the great history, of this organization, of this club. I'm really looking forward to, adding more history, adding more titles, adding more championships to this team, to this club. I know we have, many long journeys, many long games and long paths ahead. But I'm really excited to be part of this, great project. Coach Messina and the rest of the guys, have done a tremendous job, putting this team together. And we have big aspirations of different things we want to accomplish in the future. But overall, I just want to say I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm very, very happy to be back in Italy, where I started my career. I mean, my motivation is clear. I mean, it's been the same that I've had throughout my whole entire career, and that is to win championships and titles. I want to be part of the group that helps bring back EuroLeague glory to Milan. Help part of the group that brings back the success that they've had in the past in the Italian league. And that, for me, that's my motivation, to be part of this great project, to be, wanting to come here, to be part of, great guys like David and Gigi and, so many other guys that that we have put together on this team. But, that's my main motivation and my only motivation and the only reason why I'm here, to be part of that group, to be part of the team that brings titles and brings championships back to Milan. EuroLeague is the goal. I mean, that's the goal for us. That's the goal for, every team that competes in the EuroLeague. And yeah, Milan has had, their struggles in the past, 6, 7 years. But I think for us, the first thing we got to do, we have to forget about that, almost kind of forget about the past, and start focusing more on the future. The EuroLeague is a long, long goal. The EuroLeague season is a long grind. It's a long journey. So I think for us, we have to focus on our short-term goals, and that is, number one, getting better every day. We have a new team. We have a new group of individuals that's going to take some time for us to, build a culture, build a relationship with each other. So I think, once we kind of get that, and once we focus on our short-term goals, that's, winning and becoming a better team every day in practice, then, if we do that every single day, then we'll have an opportunity, at the end to accomplish the big goal, and that's EuroLeague. Yeah, I definitely agree. I've been very fortunate in my career to play for, so many great, legendary coaches, and I definitely agree that the coaches definitely have a big part because they're the ones that put the identity on the team. With their with their mindset, with their mentality, is basically the team's mentality, and we basically take the direction from them and take the personality from them and put that on the court. And for me, like I said, I've been very fortunate to play with so many great coaches, like you mentioned, Atudis or Ikovic or Trinchieri or and now again Messina. Coach Messina is one of the main reasons why I wanted to come back here. I wanted to have the opportunity to to play for him, to develop a relationship and a cooperation with him, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this season to get the opportunity to spend some time and learn with him throughout the course of this year. I owe a lot of my success in my career to Trinchieri, to Andrea. He was the first person that I'd even had a conversation about coming to Europe, back long time ago in Las Vegas. And during the 1 year that we spent together, he, helped, I guess you say, set the foundation for me for my European career. He taught me how to be professional. He taught me, what it takes to play at a high level. During those times, he was having me watch EuroLeague games and follow, some of the great EuroLeague players, Batiste and, all these different players that he felt that that I can emulate or have a similar career to. So I never imagined it, but I would like to say, I think Andrea, I think maybe he imagined it, and I think that's why he was trying to prepare me at the time. But yeah, like I said, I owe a lot of my success to him because he's the one that, taught me a lot of the same things that I still use today. Over my last 10 years, the game has definitely changed. There has been definitely, evolution. I think the first thing is, it's a lot more, the game's a lot more fast-paced, especially with the guard play. You can see, last season with, a lot of big scoring numbers from, plenty of guards, Shane Larkin and, list can goes on, Mike James and a bunch of guys. So I think you can kind of see that happening towards now versus when I first came into the league. It was more of a half-court style of basketball. And then just in my own position, I was one of the only undersized, or maybe the only undersized center when I came in Bamberg, and even with Christos and Olympiacos. Many people question, why did you sign this 196 centimeter center at the time, but now you can kind of see every team has some type of component of an undersized center or positionless basketball type of situation. So yeah, but I think it's great that we've seen the evolution of basketball, and I think it's expected. Hopefully the next 10 years the game is going to change. I think we have a great roster. Like I said, I think Christos, I think Messina, Coach Messina has done a great job of building a roster, a deep roster full of many players. I think our quality this year is going to be our versatility, and I think that's something. If you look at the teams that have won EuroLeague in this past decade, they're able to play a bunch of different styles when needed to. So I think if you look at our roster, I think you look at the guys that we have a bunch of guys that can play multiple positions, can defend multiple positions, and like I said, we're versatile on the offense and defense end. So I think that is going to be, the key to us throughout the season. I got to spend a lot of time with Gigi over the course of the last couple of years, being in the ELPA, the EuroLeague Players Association group, and he's such a great person, such a great individual, and an even better player. So when I found out that he may have the opportunity to come here, I was definitely excited. To have the opportunity to play with him and to be with him, is incredible. For me to have the opportunity to set screens for him and hopefully get him open for a lot of open shots. That's what I live for every day. So I'm excited. I'm excited to play with such a player of his caliber. I think first of all, I think it's tremendous to see athletes all across the world use their platform to speak on these matters of the Black Lives Matter movement. You can see it, not only in the NBA, the WNBA, Major League Baseball, the Premier League Soccer, the ACB tournament, all over. So I think it's tremendous, and I think it's something that, whether or not it's planned or unplanned, I think you will see that continue for many players. Whether or not it's here in the Italian League or whether or not it's in the EuroLeague. One of these things that I've truly have been, which I think has been incredible, is the global response. And we can see that, that the Black Lives Matter movement or racism is not just a United States problem. It's a global issue. And I fully expect, we haven't got the opportunity to talk and meet as far as a Players Association, but I do fully expect that we will all use our platform to speak on the good of humanity and the good of all throughout these social and racial issues. We're in the country of wine, and the saying with wine, it gets better with age. So I'm a firm believer that I think all of us are getting better with age. I think I think like you said, our basketball IQ I think is raised, and I think with the experience, I think we'll be able to do well. So, I think like I said, and you look at the past teams in EuroLeague, the past winners, they've had experienced guys, and we're all guys that have played in a high level for many years. So, like I said, I don't think our age will be that big of an issue.